I think it's very important, particularly so when we're in a time of real instability in the market. Everyone is chasing around trying to realize when the inflection point for the market's going to be, and therefore understanding how the major agencies and the major commercial players in the market pull together their views, make their forecasts, and what some of the key uncertainties are. I think it's doubly important at a time like this when everyone is scratching their head wondering what's going to happen next.
And of course many of the key players here must also want to know what you think about this market, because for the traders it must have been a probably very interesting year. Interesting to put it mildly, huh? Exciting perhaps.
Yeah, I mean the trading companies are a lot less reliant on the absolute price of crude. It's much more about trading opportunities, differentials and arbitrage. We own refineries, and 2015 was a pretty good year for refining margins. So in some ways for us it was a pretty good year, but we're confronting, like everyone else, the shift, new supplies out of the Americas, new sources of demand in the emerging markets and Asia. So what happens to those emerging markets is very important to us in terms of knowing where we're going to be moving oil and gas to, where we're going to be building storage and transportation infrastructure. So it's very important.
So what would you say are the key elements that are impacting those decisions right now? Because you have to be obviously very careful, and it's that uncertainty in the market that really is making everybody second guess what to do, and consequently a lot of people are doing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the uncertainty about the future obviously has an impact on investment. So clearly that is something that people would like to see a bit more clarity on. I think everyone is sort of bullish to the longer term price of oil. It's really a question of when the market actually turns and when we actually see the surplus that is currently present within the market begin to be worked off. And we had a discussion about that today that was quite robust, and talking about is it late 2016 or is it sometime later in 2017. So a very frank and useful exchange of views, I think.
And again, this is what very much has been encouraged here at this dialogue, is to really bring those views out and to sort of thrash around and see what's between the lines, I suppose, and what people are really looking at. How important is it, do you think, that so many different viewpoints are being heard here? We see the corporations are here, the trading companies are here, the analysts are here, policymakers, ministries. So it's really a great collection of different people with different views.
Yes, I mean the first of these events, I think I was at the first of these symposia with my IEA hat on from a former career, and the event has transformed really almost beyond recognition. And to begin with, it was very much the three agencies speaking to each other. I think an increasing number of market players from the financial and the physical side have become involved, and it adds an extra dimension to the discussion, and I think gives people a little bit more certainty about what some of the key points for the future market direction may be.